The Patna District Court has granted an interim stay on the arrest of educator Faisal Khan, widely known as Khan Sir, providing the prominent coaching figure with temporary legal protection in an Arms Act case that arose from a shooting incident outside his institute in the capital of Bihar earlier this month. The order passed by the district judge at the Patna Civil Court halts any immediate action against Khan Sir in connection with the FIR registered at the Kadamkuan Police Station. 3 individuals were named in the FIR, including Khan Sir. Patna Court has granted interim relief now. The legal proceedings stem from the incident on the 2nd of June when gunshots rang out outside Khan Sir's coaching institute, leaving a security guard injured. Police subsequently recovered video footage that showed 2 of the institute's personnel engaged in aerial firing during the aftermath of a vandalism incident at the premises. Upon verifying the footage, investigators detained and arrested the 2 security guards. We have Professor C.B. Sharma, educationist, now joining us on the broadcast. Professor C.B. Sharma, thank you so much for joining us. We've seen the back and forth on Khan Sir on social media between him and a prominent journalist. But then this was a completely different situation over here. There's possibly a personal vendetta, personal enmity between coaching centers, and that sort of erupted in this into this kind of a situation. But all said and done, he gets a temporary relief with this Patna District Court's interim stay.
I believe the court is justified in giving him relief. Any individual who wants relief and the court believes so, he or she can get that relief. And I won't comment on that because that's a matter of the court, and court must have decided in the wisdom of the court. But the issue that I believe must be raised is he is Mr. Faisal Khan. Don't call him Khan Sir. Now, anybody who is a good speaker would speak well, and maybe some young boys and girls become our followers because we are good speakers. Now, this often gives us the image that I have become so popular that I can even beat the Prime Minister or those who are matinee idols. Amitabh Bachchan is nowhere in comparison to me, or maybe some anchor of the television who is very popular, maybe very good speaker. So why here? Your job is, Mr. Krishna, to comment on issues so that becomes a matter of concern for the society. That's not my job as a teacher. As a teacher, what I would say is, Mr. Faisal Khan has exceeded the limit of being a teacher. He should have confined himself to teaching. He has converted teaching learning into a business. He is running a business and not doing teaching learning. His coaching institute is now in tussle with other institutes because they are business rivals. Mr. Faisal Khan has got into a business and he has business rivals in his business, what he is doing. He's not doing teaching learning, mind you. He is not an established teacher. He doesn't have the qualifications of being a teacher. And he is doing that because he is a good speaker. Record his, I've heard his lessons, see how many mistakes he makes. But because he is a good speaker, he impresses young minds, and that is all it is. Now, he has converted this business into a mafia, and anybody who will hurt his business, he will pounce upon him or her. I won't mind, Mr. Krishna, if you comment on my institution, the education system, the minister, the ministry. I won't mind. I would try to rectify because I'm a teacher. It doesn't hurt my followers. But if I convert it into a business and become a tycoon of education, it will hurt. And the most important thing is that, look, they collect some students and weave that dream that, look, next year you are going to be an IAS or you are going to be in the medical college or engineering college. Now, I don't have that capability to push them or catapult them to this institution because I know I'm not doing a good job. Now, when my students don't succeed, what do I do? How do I get the next batch of students? How would I make money? I have to obviously tell the government is at fault, the NTA is at fault, the CB, and that is what Mr. Faisal Khan is doing. He is trying to get more students for the next year by criticizing these agencies. I have also criticized, but my concern always has been that students across the systemic changes that we require to make, but Mr. Faisal Khan exceeds that limit. I have criticized NTA, I have criticized CBSE, I have criticized these exams, and I have also put the government in the dock, but that's nothing personal. It's about students, and I don't gain or lose anything. Mr. Faisal Khan is sort of raging a war against the government because his business is being hurt. 2024, look at those agencies which were fighting the battle for the students on the NEET exam. They are nowhere now. 2 years down the line, Mr. Faisal Khan won't be anywhere because then he will convert this money into a new business. I believe Faisal Khan is an educational mafia criminal and the law should take its own course. He is getting into a business, a mafia, becoming a tycoon of education. He is not Khan, sir. He is Mr. Faisal Khan, who is trying to exploit his quality of being a good orator only by exploiting the students and destroying the future of many young minds.
Is the way out and way through, if you can help us understand it, because the fact of the matter is that so many students, even when I was growing up, I was taught at these tuition centers, obviously not these massive organized tuition center. I had a wonderful teacher who would have a small class of 5 or 10 people once I finished school, especially for the 11th and 12th and post that, the complicated physics and mathematics, you really require additional instruction apart from what you're done in school. This country will need more Faisal Khans, isn't it?
See, that's a separate question altogether. We need to improve the schools and not have more Faisal Khans. I'm very concerned about the quality of schooling, the way that we are managing schools, but that's a separate matter. We can discuss some other day. I'm concerned that because your schools are not working, you are producing Faisal Khans. And these Faisal Khans become mafia because they start earning so much money. Now, if I suddenly get 5 crore, I would believe that I have become so rich that there is nobody else as rich as me. So what I believe is, don't say that you need more Faisal Khans. No, you need more good schools. And then the message of my message would be the government has not adequate homework in improving the school system, in improving the textbooks, in improving the quality of teachers. 6 years back, we had got the national education policy, and I'm sure 29 July coming, the Prime Minister will address teachers, or there would be a debate on national education policy. How much work have we done? We have not been able to give the textbooks for class 1 to 12. Why? In 6 years? How do you expect that 2047 you will have a new crop? And what the national policy says, that by 2030 we'll have 4-year trained teachers. You don't even have 1% of the teachers that you would require 1 year. But that's altogether different matter, Krishna, which we can discuss about the schooling and school sector. But then I don't think we need Faisal Khans. We need to crack down on coaching centers. I had said when you had introduced use CUET, Central University Admission Test, you should not have got that. See, by having a test for admission to engineering and medical, we destroyed the science education in schools, and I'm concerned about that. No science student goes to school and attends the labs and studies science well, because they go to coaching centers and their aspiration is to get into medical college or engineering college. Similar thing happened when you brought a CUET. Now, nobody attends history, economics, physics, political science classes. They go to a center to get coaching. This I had opposed this when it was introduced. We should not do this. We have destroyed humanities and social science teaching in schools. That debate is something else. But what we need to discuss now is that we have given license to anybody and everybody to bring students, take money, teach them. You are saying you went to a teacher and he or she was teaching 5, 6, 7. Now, how do you know she was actually a good teacher? It's not that if somebody gives you 1 hour, so it is good teaching. No, Every school is a good school is not the truth. You need good schools which qualify to be called a quality school, which we have not. You don't have a quality measure for schooling. You don't have a statutory body in this country for schooling. You have a University Grants Commission to monitor higher education. Do you have a similar body for school education? No. Education, school education is directly under the minister, and that is why often when something goes wrong in school education, the minister for education is in the dock. What has been mentioned again and again, that the chairman of the council of NCERT, the chairman of the board of CBSC is the minister himself. Now, how can you exonerate the minister when something goes wrong in NTA or something goes wrong in NCRT? Remember what happened in the textbook of class 11. Something was published on judiciary that was most unfounded and most unacceptable, but that had the approval, and that had to have the approval of the minister because he happens to be the chair of the council of NCRT. But that's a separate debate. You should not let students be beguiled by such people in the society who are good speaker or who can collect some students because they have some clout, or they can speak well, they can impress them. That should be stopped. Mr. Faisal Khan is a good example of it. If some anchor said something about education, I don't mind, because we need to wake up on that. If someone, if you say that, look, there are teachers who cannot write apple correctly on the board, I should feel ashamed about it and to take corrective measure. I should not become envious about it, or start fighting a battle with you. I'm ready to hear criticism because I'm an educationist. You tell me where I have gone wrong. I have no problems. I will correct in the school system, because I keep saying, look, I don't need your vote. So when you criticize me, I don't feel you're criticizing me to get something, gain something. That is happening with Faisal Khan. When somebody criticizes Faisal Khan, he believes my business would be hurt. And that is why he is reacting. You criticize me, my profession, my institution, we will take corrective measure. But Faisal Khan is being hurt because
Fair
his
enough.
business is being damaged.